Hi there, it's day 190, and today's topic is be curious. Now, I think curiosity is a natural thing that we have since birth in us to search, to listen, to dedicate ourselves for hours until we have find out how things are working out. Unfortunately, by growing up, we are forgetting and based partly because of our surroundings and teachers and so on. We are afraid of making mistakes, and this is a great mistake because I see around me that there are so many things that we do not do for our best just because we don't have the knowledge and we don't want to invest some time. I give you one example. Everybody knows that they have to do something for when they are older and getting to rent, because what we're getting from the government usually is not enough to live or to have a good life. And after working 40, 45 years, 50 years, one thing that we want to do is spend our time with others, by traveling, see the world, and to have a good life for the remaining years until we die. So, for example, if somebody says that, oh, you should do something. Everybody knows that they have to do something, but maybe there you get the information from somewhere. Well, to invest in gold is a good thing because gold is rare. So with time, price will rise. And investigations have shown that, for example, gold will have a better performance through the years than stock themselves. And so many people are listening to this, but instead of informing themselves through the social media that we have today, which many years ago was not possible, and to see, is this true? You could enter, for example, at YouTube, performance gold with a regular basis, investing plan, so that you can use the cost average effect and how much is the performance. And then, of course, suddenly we'll also find information about some companies who try to sell you that their company is the best for making kind of a business plan to invest. And then from the other side, they're taking maybe 16% just provisions, promotion. So anyway, you have to invest some time to compare. And we are not willing, many people are not willing to give this time. Although, I mean, we are talking about a decision that has influence on your whole life. If you are 20 years old, so the compound interest is so big that you have to invest some time to know in what do you want to invest your money for the rest of your life. 40 years. I mean, you don't go outside to hang around and then see a girl and say, okay, that's the girl of my dreams. No, you're spending time, you go out twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Even then, you don't know if this is the person you want to marry. So why are we so superficial when it comes to other things? And this is just an example. And I don't understand it. And how do you want to make a decision based on what criteria if you have no idea? I don't want to say that just do something that is good because everybody says so. You have to understand what you're doing, and in order to understand, you have to take some time. So even if you would take 10 hours, this is a lot of time if you make the right questions and you search a little bit. Ask around yourself. There are also other people who have knowledge and interest, and don't take the first one who knows something just because he says so, or because maybe he has a friend who does this. Many people are working with a company, and they represent only the company's interest, which is not the same that you want. And normally, there are no many gainings that you give kind of bonus because you made this deal. Then normally there's where you make this big interest is for you, where others are not gaining so much. Still, many people do not take the time to inform themselves. So if you don't have the knowledge, how do you think that you are smart enough to make a decision? But everybody knows something for everything, and they think they know enough. No, that is bullshit. Most people don't know enough. They don't know even enough for themselves. Otherwise, why don't they trust themselves to make the decisions that take them farther in their own job? You know, if you think you're so clever, why don't you do something? And I don't tell you that you have to do anything, but just give them a thought, what I'm saying to you. And this is something you can do from so many things. I mean, we are spending a lot of time for our job. So why don't you try to find out how some skills that you need, where you have a certain talent, maybe to get a new job, to qualify yourself for more skills and find a better job, better paid, so that you can afford more in your life. The same with your abilities of communication. Everything is based on how you communicate to each other. Maybe you have a good knowledge but cannot communicate. Then try to find out. The same you do with friends. Try to give a thought. With whom do you want to spend some time? Many people are spending their time with people who are not worth it. They don't give you any ideas, as we said previous in other daily thems, that if you enter in a room and there's nobody there from whom you can learn something, you're in the wrong room. And if you are with very good friends from who you can learn, every time there will be a subject and an opinion from which you can learn. They don't have to have the same opinion with you, but you can grow from it. So always you go out of this relationship and you think, wow, this was a beautiful day, because you have exchanged information and they're not based on a superficial thing, but with deepness inside. And so try to find yourself next time when it's something important, try to invest some more time. We all have more than enough time. We have the weekend, we have after our work, something we also have time to spend during our travel to the work and back, and this is so much time, and you don't work 7 days a week, so don't try to how do you say this, to think to justify not spending time enough because you're just not willing and you want to rest. And so this is only the best for you, I think. Give some time to think about it, and wish you best luck, and that you make and to take the best decisions. Stay tuned till tomorrow. Bye bye.